Thank you, Madam President. Just some thoughts. This, much like our East Central plan in my district, on this same corridor is a fascinating case study. Nearly every single week, we have upzonings in historically Black and brown neighborhoods. Residents of our most marginalized neighborhoods sign up consistently to protest upzoning properties in our vulnerable neighborhoods that are justified because they're entitlement zonings. We go back and forth with our developers, begging them for affordable units that they're not mandated to provide. We cross our fingers, we spend our tax dollars to employ entire teams and departments to negotiate with developers, begging them for whatever we can compel them to toss our way voluntarily. We teeter back and forth on whether or not to allow them their upzonings that always are justified by a plan like the one we're contemplating tonight. And then we complain that we have to approve their upzonings if plans exist to justify it. We ignore the pleas of low-income people explaining how adding market rate units in any area that was below income actually decreases affordability generally throughout that ecosystem. Here we have advocates of neighborhoods challenging densifying their neighborhoods in a majority single unit zoned area. Demographic data suggests that these neighborhoods are predominantly white and predominantly wealthier, with the exception of East Colfax. Yet their arguments against density are exactly the same as those from our overburdened BIPOC communities. But all of a sudden, you also now have council members who justify densifying our neighborhoods every week, someone else's district, usually mine, against the will of my constituents, mostly Black and brown and poor, who have changed, but yet have changed their tune now on densifying the neighborhoods in their district and still calling it equity. Something here doesn't add up, and I'll let you all do the math on that. However, I will point to the obvious facts. Density does not equal affordability without mandated protective policies. And we don't have a single proven or guaranteed anti-displacement policy in this plan, or any of our plans for that matter. We don't even have a concrete definition of community benefits that lists and prioritizes affordability. The list of anti-displacement policies are not actually policies. If you can read a so-called policy and still have to ask how, it is not a policy. Additionally, regardless of your socioeconomic status, race, ethnicity, or housing type, we all are clear on the fact that passing this plan is a green light for developers to exacerbate the challenges we have yet to figure out at all of our expense. I can't support an amendment to shield middle and upper class neighborhoods from having to shoulder the burdens of our city. I also can't support yet another neighborhood plan that calls itself guidance and becomes a legal document that promises and dictates what we owe developers without guaranteeing anything for the people who need it most. That's it for my comments. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Councilwoman Kinich?